Hey, what's going on, YouTube? My name is Matt Poole. Um, I'm here to do a dip review video to the best of my ability that I can on kayak long cut wintergreen. I haven't done anything like this in a long time, so I'm gonna do what I can to, get it down right as far as what I'm good about when it comes to explaining it. And as you can tell, I got some in. Yeah. I already got some dip in. It's already been cracked open and everything. Um, yeah. Okay, so, anyways, let's see. So basically, I've heard that this is the cheapest dip, one of the cheapest dips out there in any gas stations and stuff, which it is. Because I bought this thing so many times there. There are other cheap dips I heard of, like Longhorn and um, what was the other one? I forgot the name of the other one. Stoker's, I think. But anyways, I'm wanting to come up here to do a dip review on this because there have been some things that I was told about kayak or why certain people don't like it and why they do. Other people that say they do. And for different various reasons. Um, Now my take on it. I never used to like it. I always thought it tasted like crap and everything, kind of like Longhorn. Being it was so cheap. Um, but honestly, now that I think back on it, it's not all as bad as it seems. It would probably be one of the best things to get if you're on a tight budget, like I usually am at times. Uh, so at least that way, the people that are on a tight budget and feel like they need to get something, because they dip, the ones that dip, I mean, it's worth getting it than nothing at all, So, I mean, and yes, it may be very artificial and all that, may not have very good, you don't get very good quality out of it, whatever the hell quality means, I have no idea. um, but no, pinchability, packability, all that stuff. I mean, it's not as bad compared to other dips. Okay, so it's sort of, but not as bad. Like you get a good, decent pinch out of it. Like I could probably show you what I mean. First, let's see. I figured I'd show you guys real quick for any of you that watch this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now come on now. You can't tell me that that's not a decent, that doesn't give you a good enough. You don't get a good enough pinch out of that. That is pretty good. Now for something that big, I mean, come on now. Oh, mm. Oh, hell yeah. Mm. Damn, this shit's good. I mean, and seriously, like, I don't understand why most people can't, handle this. I mean, hold on, guys. I gotta wipe the screen off. Because I accidentally got some dip on it. But yeah, this is just me being myself, yo. I mean, damn, I guess that's all that matters when you're coming making dip videos, or any kind of video of anything. Sometimes what it is, when I used to do videos in the past of dip, I would feel like I'm getting like really stressed and stuff, like shooken up and everything, because where I was new to it. And so it's like, and also because it made it hard for me to think of things to say when talking about it. But now that I think back, after as much practice as I've gotten, it came out. I came to understand that the more I practice, the better I get, and that's true for everything. I mean, honestly. So yeah, I mean, just be yourself especially if it comes to doing videos, on YouTube, whether it be having to record them like I'm doing, or actually going live. It doesn't matter. You just gotta remember, just be yourself, and don't feel like you're getting so tensed and everything, like it's something that you're trying to become popular on by doing, something like that. Just have fun with what you're doing. Um, but anyways, like I said, the pinchability on even just kayak alone by itself. I mean, this shit. I mean, like you get a good decent amount for a pinch. I mean, you saw how much I took out just from getting a good pinch out of it, which I also threw in now. Uh, it is not all that bad. I mean, for something that's a cheap dip like that. I mean, hell, I mean, especially when you're on a tight budget, just to be able to have some kind of dip on you, it's better than nothing. I mean, what would you rather go with doing for those that dip out there that feel like they need to get something to have? Would you rather spend a little bit of money on getting something cheap like that, or would you rather just not have any or have some money but not use it at all until you can get something big? No, I mean if you're on a tight budget and you don't have enough to get the bigger stuff, meaning like Grizzly or whatever or Copenhagen, and now you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, honestly, and I've been dipping for quite some time now. I'd say I give it about a couple of years since I've done it. It's actually, let's see, I'm 31 now, so and I started dipping when I think in my early 20s, maybe 2021. Um, so that's a pretty good amount of time that I've been dipping, even though it's bad for you. But and saying that you just started out and you get really addicted to it. I mean, yeah, there's some bad things about it, but at the same time, just having something like that around helps to calm people's nerves and stuff, or whatever it helps for. It's worth having, I guess. Um, but yeah, back to the dip review. Okay, so yeah, the pinchability is just awesome as heck. Like, you definitely get a good, decent amount of pinch off dip like that, even though it's cheap and everything. Um, but I mean, yeah, and as far as the other stuff, the packing ability, uh, it actually is not that bad. I mean, you can pack that good, and you open up the can, it's like it'll stay there, like almost as if it's a full can. Usually, other dips like say Grizzly and all that are usually the only things that do that. That's you know make it as if like even after taking a few pinches out of it every now and again. But kayak, I mean, dang, I never thought that would be one of the other types that it would do that. I mean, so I would say pinchability, the packability, um, it's a pretty good, pretty decent. I mean, it's good. I mean, for both of those, if I wanted to rate it, I mean, I don't want to go too low or too high on it. So I want to at least give it, see, I'd say maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. I mean, at least on my part, because I know it's not that bad. The taste, it kind of does taste like the real Wintergreen, even though I know part of that's not true. I mean, watched dip reviews on other people. Um, Joey Led's mainly, and trust me, he is awesome. I mean, I've seen some of his reviews. He's pretty cool. Um, and I'm not put. I hope. I don't know if he'll be ever watching this stuff, but what I do for reviews. But if he ever does, man, I'm gonna be like, hey, look, bro, your videos are amazing. I love what you talk about them. I was just gonna say basically that, honestly, everyone knows that dips. Everyone knows that cheap dips like kayak and all that. It's got that artificial like taste and all that shit to it. Like it's not. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit, not all that great, but because it's not like the real actual smell and taste of the real wintergreen like grizzly and all of them, but because all they do is they pack it up with like a lot of shut up. Sorry, that's my dog. They pack it up with a lot of salt and everything, so they try to get you to believe that it is the real thing, but it really isn't. Um, I mean, and it's weird too, because like when I used to dip, when I first started dipping kayak, it just seemed like I used to get a buzz from it. Um, which it seems like to me, it seems like it's kind of funny to me in a way, because being that it's cheap like that and all they do is load it with salt. I mean, where compared to grizzly, being it's like the real thing out there, um, knowing how strong that is as well, you probably get more of an actual real buzz to that than anything else. I mean, because that's the real shit right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is strong as fuck on the nicotine level. And I know that from experience because I've dipped it a bunch of times. So, and depending how much you put in, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you know at the same time you're getting a good major buzz out of that. Um, the problem for me that I have when dipping grizzly, one problem that I have is that depending how many times I dip it in like say one day or how much I take out when I'm getting ready to dip, uh, every now and again I could get pretty sick from it. Like sick as in like every now and again I would throw up just from dipping it. And the only reason why that happens to me is because I have a problem, this thing called Barrett's esophagus. Um and so because of that, sometimes dipping like the real shit like that could get me sick. And that's why I have to try and not take so much out when I'm dipping it. More or less at the same time dip so many times in one day. Because if I do the opposite of both things, I'm gonna wind up getting sick like fuck, like literally, and start throwing up and gagging and all that shit, whatever you want to call it. That's why I try to be careful when getting it, and starting dipping it. Um, but no, I mean, honestly, yeah, but like kayak, I mean, I also like it because like the old. Now the old version of the kayak cans, they were kind of small in the size, but the main problem, it was like all plastic like. Like the cans really sucked back then. But then when I heard of the making of a newer version of this, where like they got it designed like that right here, what I'm showing you, I mean that's freaking awesome. I mean, look at this. It's even got a design of like a fish hook and all that, and the can itself, the tin part of the can is like it's like a metal tin can, like I would say like a kind of like a silver type color, like I don't know if it's a silver or white or whatever, white color or what, but it's pretty damn cool. But and of course it's got the warning label. See, it's warning: smokeless tobacco is addictive, which is kind of true for a lot of the dips, different brand types. Uh, and of course, like on the back, I don't know if I'm got this facing upside down with anyone that watches this. If so, I'm sorry. It says 100% American made, and it's even got the website, www.kayakOutdoors.com, which I never really looked that up before, that site. Oh yeah, this product can cause mouth cancer. Yeah, I forgot. That's the warning label on the back, like on the very bottom. Uh, I'm not sure if I had already read that to you guys or not, but oh yeah, my bad. Because there's two different warning labels. One on the front, which what I read to you just now to you guys, and then the one on the back. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty funny. Like they got two different warning labels, one on the front and one on the back. So it's two different things. Mm. But that shit's good for just a cheap dip like this kayak. I mean, it's not all that bad as it seems. The spit quality out of it, the spitability, pretty good. Yeah, kind of nice, a nice dark spit to it. Um, However, yes, it may not last that long compared to like Grizzly and Copenhagen and all that, but it's okay. I mean, it's not like I said all that bad. So I mean, if y'all are on a tight budget and everything, and you feel like you need a dip, I'd say kayak would be worth it more than amongst Longhorn and all that. Cause I'd say Longhorn Wintergreen is a lot more worse for the smell and taste, like really bad compared to kayak. Kayak, I would say, would be if I'm on a tight budget a lot. Kayak would be possibly my everyday dip. Um, I mean, now if I had a little bit more money, I'd probably get like Grizzly or something, cause that's my top number one dip. And trust me, that shit's good. Uh, but yeah. So if you're on a tight budget, if any of y'all are on a tight budget and you feel like you need a dip, just go get you some kayak. I mean, this shit's pretty good. But anyways, that's all I gotta say for now. Um, so everyone, hope you're having a good day and everything. Christmas Eve is coming up soon, and then Christmas after that. So y'all have a good Christmas Eve and Christmas. Hope everything works out. I hope everything goes well for y'all. I wish you a Merry Christmas and all that. But y'all take care, okay? Um, Peace.